Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm Jessica Williams. Thank you for joining me today. Today is Giving Tuesday, and in case you don't know, Giving Tuesday is a global generosity movement unleashing the power of people and organizations to transform their communities and the world. Whether it's making someone smile, helping out a neighbor or stranger, showing up for an issue or people we care about, or giving some of what we have to those who need it most. Every act of generosity counts, and everyone has something to give. So on today's show, we are highlighting a few nonprofit organizations that make a huge impact in Northeast Indiana and ways you can give to their cause. Are you ready? Let's get giving.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
Today's Giving Tuesday show, sponsored by Three Rivers Federal Credit Union. On this Giving Tuesday, we are shedding light on nonprofit organizations that you can support. And today we're going to talk about one that's going to bring you joy and so much entertainment to your life throughout the year, and that is the Embassy Theater. And joining me is Carly Myers, their Chief Marketing Officer. Hi, Carly. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, you know, the Embassy, I feel, has so much to offer the community throughout just bringing that entertainment, that light, that love, and that performing arts.
Absolutely.
And that is exciting. And so you all have a lot of stuff going on this month and carrying out through December in the end of the year. So let's talk about what's happening today.
Sure. Yes. Festival of Trees is still happening right now, and it's happening today and tomorrow still. And this is just the 39th annual version of it. The community has been supporting it and coming out for years. We've had a strong attendance this year, have amazing trees for the people to see, visits with Santa, all the stage performances going on. This is a beloved community tradition, and we are very humbled every year to see so many people support it throughout the entire 8 days.
Yeah, and it's like people can come, they can walk around and look at the different types of decorations on the trees, and it's the perfect time because they can get inspiration before decorating their own trees, and then also highlighting the designers in the community, right?
Yeah, so the decorators are just amazing. I was there for our decorator days. We have 2 days of that, and talked to, I contracted one for one of the trees that's representing the embassy this year, and it's just, they put so much passion and thought and creativity. Some of them start planning this months in advance. And it takes so much time and effort and love to make all of these come to life. 67 trees this year, all unique, creative, very, very different, really, really interesting stuff to look at.
Yeah, that's really great. And that is happening now. And you only have 2 days left, okay? So today and tomorrow are the final days you can go and check out the beautiful trees. Otherwise, you'll have to wait until the 40th.
That's right.
Okay, so what else is happening after the tree festival?
So right after we get the trees delivered to their homes for the rest of the holiday season, we go right into Project Ballet's The Nutcracker at the Embassy. And we partnered with Project Ballet now for quite a few years, and that is always an incredible opportunity for us to partner with another arts organization in town, which we love to do, and then see all of the artistic creativity and the integrity that organization brings to the stage every year is just wonderful. We love working with them, and it's a perfect kind of segue out of the festival into that. And then we have shows like Lindsay Sterling and Straight No Chaser that are also holiday shows. Whiskey Myers is a little bit closer to the Christmas time, and these holiday shows are just another kind of tradition for people. We see a lot of people, even like Straight No Chaser, that come back year after year for that show, and it's just, these are like light, joyful, fun shows, and a great time for friends together or coworkers or families. This is just a really lighthearted time of year for the Embassy. Very fun.
Yeah, that is great. And so as you're rolling into the holiday season, right now it's so important for us to focus on the giving aspect for a moment. Because a lot of people may not know that the Embassy is a nonprofit.
That's right.
Business. And so kind of share the structure and how people can really assist in just making sure sure that we get this type of entertainment throughout the year?
Absolutely. So as a nonprofit, we're structured to make sure that we are sustainable for years and generations to come. And people may not understand that just by attending an event, they're supporting the embassy.
Yeah.
So just by coming to their favorite show, we get a little bit of money from that particular ticket structure to support our ongoing restoration efforts, operation efforts. We just by going to our bar and concessions area that supports our theater, renting our space, buying a membership, which gives perks to the member also on an ongoing basis, like getting access to tickets early, free popcorn at certain levels, free tickets at certain levels, and then just things like end of year giving or planned giving and a will. Those are all options. Some people like to give a little bit each month, so we can do that, just automatically deduct that. But it's really, there's lots of opportunities to give, and we just make sure that everything that we do in our building builds something in there so that we can make sure that we are sustainable for the long term for our patrons and to support the community and bringing incredible programming and education.
Yeah, and you talked about that, the end of year giving. I want to focus on that for a moment since we're approaching the end of the year.
Yes.
But people really have an option if they wanted to give like a lump sum.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
then it's a charity contribution so they can report it on their taxes.
That's right.
And it's a nice just roundabout if they didn't throughout the year. It's not too late.
That's right. Yeah, I always work with our philanthropy team on trying to communicate that message out in December because you tend to have people that are generous enough and willing to be able to do those end of year contributions. And we always are like, if you haven't supported the embassy or you would like to just give a little extra, you can either stop by the box office, you can give us a call, you can contact us through emails on our website for the philanthropy team. And like I said, whether you stop by the box office and just give a donation of $20 or whether you want to do something a little more substantial, every dollar matters to any nonprofit. It's not just the embassy. So we always just say no gift is too small.
Yes. Oh, that's so good. Okay, well, thank you so much,
Sure,
Carly.
absolutely.
Good
Thank
seeing
you.
And if you would like more information about the Embassy Theater, we'll have their website listed below, and we'll be right back.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
Next up, I'm speaking to an organization that focuses on mentorship and empowering our youth, and that is Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northeast Indiana. And joining me is Eli Ryder, their Marketing and Communications Manager, and Alex Denning, their Director of Community Development. Hello, good morning.
Hi, thanks
How
for
are
having
you
us.
doing?
Good.
I love the color pop. Yes, representing.
Thank you. This is from our Brad Miller event, if you want one to attend next year.
Yes, I love it. Okay, so let's dive in. So Big Brothers Big Sisters is really here to do so much for kids, right, and youth and that empowerment. Can you kind of go over the mission statement and share what your organization really focuses on?
Yeah, so Big Brothers Big Sisters creates one-to-one mentoring relationships that ignite the power and potential of youth. Basically, that means we just want to see kids reach their full potential, and we do this by offering them the support of a one-to-one mentoring relationship.
Yeah, and that's great. And the mentorships, they come from all different types of professionals and adults and leaders throughout the community. And who really qualifies for that? Like, what type of bigs do you really look for in this program?
Yeah, so anyone who qualifies is someone who is a healthy adult who is able to dedicate consistent time to a child. We love retirees. They typically have a little bit more time to give. We're really also trying to reach out to the younger professionals, the younger generation. They have so much to teach children too. So anybody really who just has time to give on a consistent basis. Yeah.
That's great. And I know that you all have so much coming up for this year when it comes to giving back to families in particular. So Eli, can you share what your upcoming event is about?
Yeah, so towards the end of this year, we're going to be giving back to our, littles in our program. And we do that through a gift drive. We call them Christmas families at our agency. But we'll receive donations to provide gifts and essentials for the families in our program.
And with that, people can actually contribute by not only giving, but giving their time. So let's talk about how people can get involved in this event.
Oh, absolutely. We always need help at the agency. You can, volunteer in a variety of ways, whether it's through this Christmas Families program or in our, standard one-to-one mentoring relationship program. There's never been a better time to get involved and give back to your community.
Yeah, absolutely. And what does it look like exactly? So for someone to give their time to this event, are you needing them to come and pack up the bags, to give and distribute it, or how can people really be involved?
Yeah, all of the above, honestly. When it comes to these families, we need help packaging and sorting, and also making the deliveries to these families.
Yeah, that's great. And that's happening at the end of this year.
Yep, that'll be happening towards the end of this year and mid-December timeframe.
Okay, yeah, just in time for Christmas. And Alex, can you speak about just the experience of the actual littles in this program? I mean, I'm sure that being out in the community, you get to see so much. Can you just share a little bit about the impact?
Yeah, I mean, my day is always better after I get to engage with the littles in our program. I always like to say they have incredible potential. They just might have, restrictions because of their environment. But with the correct support and the correct resources and the access to those resources, they have unlimited potential.
Yeah.
And we have a ton of great youth outcomes that we see that our data shows from the kids who participate in our programs, especially as they get older. They're more likely to graduate high school, their grades get better, their attendance at school gets better, but they also avoid undesirable youth outcomes such as delinquency, criminality, illegal substance use, so things like that. And also in more personal ways, they have better social relationships, interpersonal relationships, their self-confidence increases. So in a really holistic, whole-scale way, we see that the kids in our program benefit immensely.
So with today being Giving Tuesday, you all actually have a campaign that you're rolling out. Can you tell me all about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So today we're going to be doing some special stuff on Giving Tuesday on our Facebook page. Our plan is to live stream a couple events. The real goal is to raise $10,000 for the agency to support the kids in our program and to find more bigs for our littles on the wait list. Right now there's over 300 littles waiting on that list, and then outside of that there's also more kids waiting to get on that wait list. So every donation, whether it's $1 or $5 or $10, goes a long way in helping us find volunteers, but also screening them and making sure they're safe for the kids, and then also getting them matched up and making sure that they have a successful match.
And as a nonprofit, why is Giving Tuesday so important?
So I think one of the misconceptions about Big Brothers Big Sisters is that the services are completely free. And while that is true, services are completely free to children and families that are a part of our program. They are not free, they do come at a cost, and that is where our donors come in. Our donor money they're essentially paying for these services on behalf of the children and their parents or their legal guardians. And so Giving Tuesday, I think Eli mentioned it earlier, we're so lucky to have donors that we call on throughout the year for our bigger fundraising events. But for us, Giving Tuesday this year, it's about being able to reach people that we typically don't. And we want this to be more of a grassroots campaign. And I know it's holiday season, budgets are tight, but every dollar really does count. Whatever you have to give, whether it's $1, whether it's $5, it does make a big difference.
Yeah, and that's so true. And really breaking it down to the cost, it's like that's one cup of coffee.
Exactly.
Just sacrificing that one to really impact a child makes it more tangible, right?
Yeah.
Eli, let's talk about the bowling event that you kick off at the top of the year. And we're going to talk about it now because recruitment is starting to happen. So tell us all about it.
Oh my gosh, Bowl for Kids' Sake is our annual fundraiser. It is our biggest and largest in terms of the number of people it touches. We bowl in most of our 12 service counties, and it's the easiest way to get involved and give back to Big Brothers Big Sisters and support youth in the community.
Yeah.
It's really simple. You grab 4 friends, so you and 4 friends, you pick a bowling date at an alley near you, and then basically we throw a party, and all that we ask you to do is to ask 10 friends for $10, raise $100 per person, $500 a team. You get some prizes along the way, and then you come out and have a free bowling party on us.
Yeah.
It's a ton of fun. This year's theme is Battle of the Bands.
Oh,
We're expecting some creative costumes.
right. That's going to be great. And they can go to your website to find out more information and to sign up.
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in and sharing more. We appreciate it.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And if you would like more information about Big Brothers Big Sisters, we'll have their website listed below, and we'll be right back. Today's Giving Tuesday show sponsored by Three Rivers Federal Credit Union. Stillwater Hospice is here to provide compassion, comfort, and guidance through life's journey. And here to share all about their Giving Tuesday initiative and so much more is Leslie Friedel, the CEO of Stillwater Hospice. Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so let's kick it off by you sharing and kind of giving us an overview of what Stillwater Hospice is.
Great. Yeah, so Stillwater Hospice is a local nonprofit, and we serve people that are facing life-limiting illness. So those that maybe are going through a chronic illness and find out that maybe that they have a prognosis of 6 months of life, then that's where we really can step in and provide that compassionate care for those individuals. We also serve through palliative care, and we also serve through our Peggy F. Murphy Community Grief Center, where we're providing grief support to the community at no charge to the individual.
Oh, wow. So with this month being National Hospice Month, can you just dive deeper on what those services really look like?
Yes, I'd be happy to. So National Hospice and Palliative Care Month is really an important month for what we do, and it's a national conversation around end-of-life care, talking about chronic disease. And really, this year's focus is on courageous conversations. So how we talk about that is being able to be prepared to have these conversations and having these conversations with your families, your medical team, anyone that's involved with you, so that everyone knows your wishes. So oftentimes when somebody gets a diagnosis, they don't know what's coming next for them. And that's where palliative care can really get involved. So with a new diagnosis, or with a diagnosis of maybe, let's talk about cancer. So maybe you decide that through this cancer journey, you work with your oncologist and you decide that you're going to receive treatment and you want to pursue treatment. Part of that is having that conversation about what are your goals of care for your treatment. Do you want to do everything that's possible out there? Do you want to be part of research studies? Do you want to do, progress the treatment in any way possible? Or are you more wanting to do what you can to minimize pain, but also potentially stop treatment at some point? So through this National Hospice and Palliative Care Month and these courageous conversations, we're encouraging people to have that conversation throughout the journey. So from the start of a diagnosis to maybe where you're starting to wonder, is this treatment really for me?
Yeah, and it really sounds like you all work to devise that life strategy. It sounds like it's like, okay, let's make a plan. Let's have a conversation and decide what's best. And like you said, to take aggressive approach or not. And I think that those decisions are hard, and you have different levels of experts, right, that's involved in that process, like you said, counseling and therapy, and just really that support. And as people are deciding the proper time to contact you all or to start that process, you said it starts at the diagnosis, right? So while they're still in the hospital, before they even cross over to hospice care, you all step in. Is that correct?
That's correct. I think that's where our, we have outpatient services to offer palliative care. And palliative care means a lot of different things to different people.
Right.
And what it really means to us is having those goals of care conversation. You have all these different physicians and medical team involved in your care. So you're seeing, following the example, you have an oncologist, you may have a cardiologist, you may have all the different specialties involved in your care. And really, palliative can bring the whole conversation together and start talking about, this is what this might look like, and here's some options for you. And then also, as you receive or maybe have pain or anxiety or agitation along with that diagnosis, our team of physicians and nurse practitioners can really help walk alongside and help to manage some of those symptoms and help you feel better as you're going through the process of treatment.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And with it being Giving Tuesday, you all have your initiative for that. So can you tell me all about it?
Yes, so for Giving Tuesday, we really are a nonprofit organization that serves the community through the generosity of our donors. So I'm going to talk specifically about our Peggy F. Murphy Community Grief Center. We are providing grief counseling to the community through the generosity of our donors, because we believe that people should be able to access grief counseling, grief care, no matter their ability to pay. So through Giving Tuesday, people are able to give towards the Peggy F. Murphy Community Grief Center and support those that are grieving. And maybe somebody that's went through our program and recognizes the benefit and what it brought to them, that they could give back through Giving Tuesday. So there's a lot of different ways. Through hospice care, we also have everybody access to care regardless of their ability to pay. So if they for some reason don't have an insurance benefit that may cover hospice care, we really believe that everyone should have access to hospice care and into quality care. And so through Giving Tuesday, this gives donors and individuals opportunities to support those that are going through some of the most difficult times of their lives.
Yeah, and I loved how you explained it because it makes it very tangible. It's not giving necessarily just to the organization as a whole to be allocated later. You're like, these are specific ways that you can impact someone's life.
Yes.
And so how can people give? How can they participate in the
Yes.
Giving Tuesday with you all?
We will have social media outlets for people to be able to join and jump in on our Facebook page and maybe see something that maybe connect to a link there, but really always can call in and talk with us about maybe you're interested in giving, or our website. There's always opportunities online to get to our website, which is www.stillwater-hospice.org. That dash is really important.
Yes. Okay, awesome. Well, the best of luck to you all as you collect on this day. And thank you so much, Leslie.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. And if you would like more information about Stillwater Hospice and how to give on this Giving Tuesday, we'll have their website listed below. Don't forget the dash, and we'll be right back. Today's Giving Tuesday show, sponsored by Three Rivers Federal Credit Union.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Thank you so much for tuning in on this special Giving Tuesday. And remember, you can always rewatch segments or full episodes of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com, downloading the WANE app, or also checking us out on our YouTube channel. And as you give today, let me remind you that every act of generosity counts, and it is much appreciated. So I hope you have an amazing rest of your week, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.